This episode is brought to you by freedadcourse.com. You are always one conversation away from changing your life, and the power of hello is something that I subscribe to every single day, and I'm always saying hello to new people everywhere I go. Increasing your opportunity, increasing your connection, and getting access to solutions to the problems that you are facing, whether you're on active duty or just beginning your veteran transition, or you've been transitioning out for 20 years. On the other side of hello are the solutions that you're looking for. Again, head on over to freedadcourse.com. Get your 5-episode audio course to create more connection, create more friendships, and get back to living the life that you're trying to design.
This is Fire Team Delta. Dad's coming home.
Welcome to the Military Veteran Dad Podcast, where it is our mission to bring every dad home. I am your host, Ben Killoy. I'm a United States Marine veteran, husband, and a father. We will bring authentic conversations to inspire action in your life so we can close the gap between the dad you are today and the dad you want to be tomorrow. This is the Military Veteran Dad Podcast.
Welcome back, guys, to another episode of Fatherhood Friday. Today, we're going to dive into a simple idea, but could have profound implications. Today, I'm also in a speaker training, and an idea was dropped that I knew I had to bring and dive into here today. And the idea is pretty simple. How does the mind work? Now, that sounds like it could be a 10-hour episode because the mind is pretty complicated. But the basic idea of this is the mind works just like a parachute. A parachute works best when it's open. Now, think about that for a second. What we're talking about here is a simple idea that when your mind is open to receive information, like listening to this podcast, you automatically can change how your mind thought just a few minutes ago. But when your mind's closed off, when you think that you can't feel, when you think you have to be someone, when you think you have to have it all together on the inside, you're closing yourself off to reality. Many dads that I know and work with get stuck in this idea that we have to shut down, we have to put a firewall up, and we have to show up in a very unique way for the world to work in our favor. But again, the mind works best like a parachute when it's open. And like a parachute that slowly takes you to the ground, it's a nice gentle landing with maybe a little bit of a hard bounce. But when the parachute is closed, you are just plummeting through space and time and air, fast forwarding to the ground. Because almost just like that example where you end up hitting the ground at a super high velocity, and it's over. Game over. And that can often be like, whether it be fast forwarding through your life, and the analogy of you falling through the air is like you falling through your life, not slowing down to feel it, not having that panic feeling of going down to the ground really fast. When reality is, to slow your life down, you have to open your mind up. To open your mind up, you have to first realize that maybe you don't have all the answers. When you realize you don't have all the answers, you might be able to get help in something you don't yet understand. Because the reason why I was in this speaker training, because there's things that I don't understand. There's things that I needed to learn. There's ideas and other framework that I had yet to explore. And had I not opened myself up to receive this information, I would just be as ignorant as I was yesterday on this topic. But now, because I opened myself up, my world has changed. So challenge yourself this weekend, the next week, pretty much the rest of your life. This is the call to action forever. Challenge yourself to go into a place where you can open your mind up to receive new ideas. Because if you can receive new ideas, the world begins to change. If you can see new ideas, new solutions, new people, new conversations, new ways of life, what most people are missing, and we've talked about this lots on the podcast, is we're missing width. We don't have a wide enough view in order to see how our life can fit into it. You first have to open your life and your mind up to see how wide it can be. If you're walking around with tunnel vision, you're closing your mind off to how much peripheral vision you could actually see, and like how many roads you pass by that you can't see because your peripheral vision's turned off and you've got tunnel vision and you're only focused on that one path. So I'm going to keep this episode short because this is an important message that just needs to sit and resonate. Your mind works best like a parachute, and a parachute works best when it's open. Take this, go into the weekend, open your mind to the experience of life, the experience of change, the experience of hard conversations. I invite you in to open your mind to essentially change your life by receiving more life from the outside in and seeing life from a wider view. Have an amazing weekend, and I'll be back again with you guys on Monday.